keep moving forward. That's what this team, this club, and our people demanding. Because we are not satisfied where we are. We know what we're playing for. Making our own history.
Oh, what a goal! That is a stunning finish. It's the sweetest of moments in front of the Arsenal fans. The Gunners are up and running in the Champions League. Another late Arsenal goal. Incredible drama.
Hello and welcome to the official Arsenal season review for 2023-24. Over 2 episodes, we'll be bringing you every moment that shaped this compelling title-challenging campaign. Come with us as we relive this record-breaking season, including every Gunners goal from every game. Sit back and enjoy as we take you through our first instalment from July to December, starting with an entertaining pre-season. Before our trips to Germany and America got going, we'd already been busy in the summer transfer window. Germany international Kai Havertz was the first of our new recruits to join us from Chelsea.
You can just see, I think, the family mentality that the team has on the pitch. I think that was one of the reasons why it was so hard to play against Arsenal. Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And a few weeks later, Dutch defender Jurrien Timber, who'd been impressing in the Eredivisie, became our next new Gunner.
How did you become an Arsenal supporter? When did that start?
Yeah, I had it from a young age. I remember my agent calling me. At first I couldn't believe it, but I was really happy.
And just before tour began, we welcomed England international Declan Rice from West Ham. And what a first season he turned out to have.
I really believe in what Mikel's building here. You know, I know I've now got more levels to go up in my game, and I feel like he's the manager to take me to them next levels. So I'm really excited to be working with him.
Pre-season also saw new long-term contracts for William Saliba and Reiss Nelson, putting us in good stead for the upcoming campaign. We also said farewell to several players during the close season. Granit Xhaka moved to Bayer Leverkusen after spending 7 seasons with us, while Ainsley Maitland-Niles departed after his contract expired, ending a 19-year association. Another Hale End graduate was set for Ligue 1 after Folarin Balogun moved to Monaco on a permanent deal. In July, we set off for our first pre-season trip, a training ground camp at Adidas HQ in Herzogenaurach, Germany. First up, we played Bundesliga 2 side FC Nürnberg, in which new signing Havertz made his debut. Bukayo Saka opened the scoring, and despite creating plenty of good opportunities, an own goal earned the hosts a share of the spoils. But there was little time to dwell on the result as we headed out on our pre-season tour of the US. In the USA, we played 3 more friendlies, the first of which was a showpiece fixture against the MLS All-Stars in Washington, D.C. A 20,000 sellout crowd at Washington's Audi Field saw Gabriel Jesus handed the captain's armband as we faced a side managed by Wayne Rooney and featuring former Premier League striker Christian Benteke. Second half non-competitive debuts for Declan Rice and Jurrien Timber helped secure a richly deserved win.
What a goal to open the scoring in the All-Star game! Trossard! 2 spectacular goals for Arsenal!
It was a game that saw the biggest winning margin against the MLS All-Stars since 2000 and was the perfect way to get our series of 3 fixtures in the USA underway as we then headed to New York to face Manchester United. It was our first ever meeting against United on American soil. 82,262 supporters were inside the MetLife Stadium.
Fernandes. Oh, it's a great shot.
A disappointing result against a familiar foe, but we had to quickly dust ourselves off and head to Los Angeles to conclude our summer US tour with a friendly against Barcelona. We started brightly at the SoFi Stadium, but it was Barcelona who struck first. Both sides made full use of their squads, but we continued to dictate the game.
Saka might profit from this one, and he does. Saka, good ball into the box, and it's tapped home by Kai Havertz. Trossard, the step overs from him. The Arsenal have their noses in front. Tierney, and there's Trossard. It's Vieira. Well, that's special.
It was Fabio Vieira with the final say, and the team flew back to London straight after the final whistle, after what was a promising pre-season. Next up would be a return to home turf against Monaco in the Emirates Cup. We welcomed Arsene Wenger to the Emirates as two of his former clubs went head-to-head. Monaco opened the scoring, but Eddie Nketiah equalised on the stroke of half-time.
Eddie Nketiah arriving bang on cue.
With the scores level, a penalty shootout would settle the game. Gabriel scored the winning spot kick, securing the silverware for the 7th time and ending our pre-season on a high.
Well, welcome to Wembley. Let's raise the curtain on the top-flight English season once again.
With our pre-season preparation complete, we kicked off the 23-24 season at Wembley to take on Manchester City in the Community Shield. Mikel Arteta gave our summer signings their Arsenal debuts at Wembley. Declan Rice, Jurrien Timber and Kai Havertz all started, with the Dutchman Timber starting at left-back, Rice in midfield and Havertz as part of a front three.
Saliba looking for White. Good first touch from Ben White, still going forward. This is Havertz to turn. Terrific save, Martinelli. Good block from Stones, nearly falls for Timber. Cleared away. John Stones stands strong. Foden away from Partey brilliantly. The England midfielder coming forwards. It's a deflection that Tierney deals with, but not completely. Palmer opens up. Oh, that's a wonderful goal. That really is from Cole Palmer. Stepped inside and caressed the ball into the top corner. Into the 100th minute. Arsenal pushing it right to the end. Nodded away by Rodri, who's been immense for Manchester City. Now it's with Trossard. It's on his left side. Ricochets around, it goes in! Arsenal have a leveller to force penalties at Wembley for the Community Shield 2023. Never say die. Not this club, not this team. Fight right until the end.
It looked like the contest was over, but Leandro Trossard's goal in the 11th minute of stoppage time took the game to a penalty shootout.
The shootout begins for the Community Shield 2023.
Ødegaard, Trossard and Saka all scored, whilst De Bruyne hit the crossbar and Aaron Ramsdale saved from Rodri,
Ramsdale got down well.
allowing Vieira the chance to win it,
Fabio Vieira finds the corner.
which he did to claim the silverware for the 17th time in dramatic circumstances and spark jubilant scenes.
It's Arsenal that are the winners of the 2023 Community Shield. A terrific day for Mikel Arteta and his team.
Just before the season opener, we also said farewell to goalkeeper Matt Turner, who joined Nottingham Forest, the side we faced in the opening game of the Premier League season.
After the success at Wembley in the Community Shield, it's time to kick off the Premier League.
Arteta made one change to his side that won the previous weekend's Community Shield, with Eddie Nketiah coming into the team. Thomas Partey started in defence, while Jorginho returned to the squad after missing the Community Shield win.
Now Martinelli. Nice bit of skill. Still Arsenal going, shot comes in and it's in! The Gunners have the lead and it's Eddie Nketiah! What a piece of skill there by Martinelli. Done the double foot over, sort of drag back. I don't know what they call it, Tim, but marvellous bit of skill. 3 touches, gets it into a bit of space. And that old one through the defender's legs, really strong finish. Corner comes in to flex through. Might fall for an Arsenal player. Nketiah trying to get hold of it. Nottingham Forest come away with it. And Gibbs White, and he gives it straight back to Arsenal. Saka cutting inside. Saka! Oh, what a goal! Bukayo Saka with an absolute gem. That is a stunning finish. Arsenal losing possession, getting it back. And Saka just does what he does best. He comes inside, he's aimed for that side netting, and he has released a rocket into that top right-hand corner. Nothing Matt Turner could do about that. What a goal. Martinelli trying to come inside him. Odegaard, Havertz. And Rice deflects. Oh, that was close. Nearly a debut goal for Declan Rice. Corner to Arsenal though. Nottingham Forest do deal with it. And now they'll break. Here's Elanga. And Elanga still going. He's charging down the wing. Still going is Elanga. Pulls it back and it's in. Awoniyi has scored and Nottingham Forest are back in it.
A nervy ending to the game, but 3 points and a great start to the season with goals from Hale End graduates Eddie Nketiah and Bukayo Saka. However, in the days after the match, it was revealed that Jurrien Timber sustained an ACL injury that would rule him out for the entire season.
It's always very difficult to win the first game. There is something special with it. We were entertaining, we were really dominant. I think we have a lot of positive in the game and build for the next one.
Before our next match, goalkeeper David Raya arrived from Brentford on a season-long loan.
Over the months to be able to take this challenge in my career, to make that step up in my career, so it's a beautiful challenge to take, and I couldn't say no.
We headed to Selhurst Park for our first away fixture of the campaign. Mikel Arteta made one change to his starting 11 for the game, with Takahiro Tomiyasu replacing the injured Jurrien Timber.
Lovely turn here. That's glorious. So unlucky. Eddie Nketiah. They could be in trouble here. Appeals for a penalty. And it's been given. And it will be Martin Odegaard for his first competitive goal of the season. Odegaard, classy penalty into the corner, sends the keeper the wrong way, never in doubt from the Norwegian. He opens his account for the season. Arsenal with their first away goal of the campaign as well. Beautiful penalty. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 1. Now Tomiyasu, I said, had to be careful because of that booking. He's now got another one. And Takahiro Tomiyasu is given his marching orders by David Coote.
Thankfully, the 10 men of Arsenal managed to dig in and secure our 200th all-time Premier League away win.
You know, it's about seeing the game out. Obviously, this stadium here, you know, they suck the goals in behind the goal here, and you know, they're a full force, you know, when they're at it. So to nullify them and, you know, to not let them score tonight on their first game of the season was a big plus.
It was another capital clash next as Fulham headed to Emirates Stadium. Mikel Arteta made 2 changes, with Jakub Kiwior starting in place of the suspended Takahiro Tomiyasu, with Trossard also named in the starting lineup.
Well, here's an early look at Arsenal's shape, and that's been given away by Bukayo Saka. Pereira goes for goal, and the Gunners have been caught cold. Andreas Pereira. Fulham are frustrated. They've set up well defensively, and that man there, you can see just how frustrated he is. Rice spotted Martinelli. First couple of touches were good, and he's found Vieira as well. He goes down inside the area, and it will be a penalty to the Gunners. All the pressure on Bukayo Saka. And here's Saka! Sends Leno the wrong way, and the Gunners now have plenty of time to search for a winner here. And Vieira can whip that one across the face and goal! And Eddie Nketiah turns things around. A quick-fire double from Arsenal. The London derby flipped on its head. What a response by Arsenal.
What a ball from Fabio Vieira. On a sixpence there for Eddie Nketiah. The two substitutions making a mark on the game.
Towards the near post, it's flicked in. Joao Palhinha.
Fulham claimed a 2-2 draw in a topsy-turvy and frustrating afternoon in North London. As September got underway, we said farewell to long-time club servant Rob Holding, who departed North London for Crystal Palace. The Englishman spent a memorable 6 seasons with us. Fellow defender Kieran Tierney also headed for change, as he left on loan for Spanish side Real Sociedad. We were unbeaten in the first month of the season, and next up a huge game against Manchester United at Emirates Stadium. Gabriel returned to the starting lineup, and Eddie Nketiah, fresh from his first senior England call-up, started up front.
Havertz. Just asking too much of Ødegaard, and Arsenal have left a bit of a gap here for Christian Eriksen to maybe exploit. Through to Rashford, loves this fixture. And gets another goal. United have barely been in this game at all. One break, one moment of brilliance, I grant you, from Marcus Rashford, involved in yet another United goal against the Gunners. Arsenal trying to respond straight away. Nketiah to Martinelli. Ødegaard! Oh yes! What a response from Arsenal! And it's Captain Fantastic Martin Ødegaard! Anything United and Rashford can do, Arsenal can do as well. Straight back into it, straight down the other end. Arsenal won, Man United won.
Straight after conceding, they've gone straight down the other end. Played some fantastic football and a fantastic finish.
Pick that one out. Is that not a tackle from behind?
Looks a little bit like that, but yeah.
Okay, play goes on. Onside Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho slides it in. A proper hammer blow, I'm afraid, for Arsenal. Oh, I think we're going to get away with this one. Now that line is being drawn. It's offside! Doesn't count.
We'll take it.
We'll have it. Back to 1-1.
Just wait for that half a chance, all we need.
Saka's delivery. Gabriel was up there. Rice. Oh, Declan Rice! First goal for Arsenal! Into the corner past Onana. A twist, a turn and a bullet into the back of the net. It's the sweetest of moments in front of the Arsenal fans. They are in raptures. Declan Rice, you beauty! Arsenal leave it to injury time against United again. And they're going to win again. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1.
Love it, love it.
Iconic, unforgettable.
Worth every penny.
Hernandez across field, Casemiro, Eriksen. Saliba wins that header. Nelson, well done. Got there ahead of Rashford, that was crucial. Clever through ball. Vieira. Finds Jesus! Oh, Gabriel Jesus also on the score sheet for the first time this season. Back from injury, back with a bang, and that is the icing on top of the cake. It's a glorious comeback from Arsenal. They hit 3 against Man United at home again.
That's a class finish, nice and calm, so calm. Just chopped it inside, slid it past the keeper. The place is buzzing, absolutely buzzing.
Injury time goals from Declan Rice and Gabriel Jesus ensured a dramatic comeback win at Emirates Stadium in a fervent home atmosphere.
It's a toss-up. You probably want to win 3-0 and it'd be comfortable, but when you do have that feeling, there's nothing quite like it in football. You know, the celebrations were crazy. We just sung Rice Rice Baby, so honestly, it was a strange whole afternoon. I'll be honest. I'd never thought I'd hear Rice Rice Baby in a football stadium. You know, that's football and that's what we love.
Heading into the first international break of the season, we sat 5th in the table after 4 games. Man City were the only team with a 100% winning record. We returned to Premier League action at Everton, hoping to end our away day blues at Goodison Park. David Raya made his Arsenal debut and Fabio Vieira was handed his first Premier League start of the campaign.
Vieira spotted the run of Martinelli, who's through and goal! And a clinical finish to match as well. They will be checking, though, for a possible offside. It's Nketiah's trailing leg. So the goal will be overruled. Back to 0-0. And here's Ødegaard! Pushed away by Pickford and Vieira on the follow-up. Can't keep that effort on target. Ødegaard to Vieira. Just though it may sit for a second. Everton quick to close down, but they've not picked up Trossard! An impact off the bench from the Belgian.
Oh, what a finish. Lovely punch with a side foot. Saka with the assist. And that is a delightful finish with left foot off the inside of the post.
Leandro Trossard netted the only goal of the game to see us finally record a victory at Goodison Park for the first time since 2017. After a 6-year wait, the iconic Champions League theme was ready to boom out of the Emirates Stadium speakers once again as we returned to Europe's premier club competition by hosting PSV Eindhoven. In his first Champions League lineup, the boss handed starts to Leandro Trossard, Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus as he aimed to kick off the group stage with a win.
Rice making his Champions League debut. Now Saka. He's got Ødegaard inside him, who will line one up. Saved by Benitez Saka! The Gunners are up and running in the Champions League, and it had to be him. The star boy delivers yet again. Arsenal 1, PSV 0. Jesus, if he can get this round, Bella Kotchap, he might be through on goal, and he's got Saka with him as well. Red shirts flooding forward in support, and there's Trossard! Arsenal's Belgian strikes again. He could score with his left, he could score with his right, and that one was placed to absolute perfection. Gabriel spotted Trossard's run. Saka, the only player in the box. Havertz has now joined him. It's in towards the far post where Jesus is waiting. And you don't want to give a player like that as much space. Jesus' incredible goal-scoring record in the Champions League continues. His first in this competition for Arsenal. And didn't he take it well? Nelson. Ødegaard screaming for it. Here is the Arsenal captain! Well, that might just be the cherry on top. The Gunners are flying in the Champions League like they've never been away.
We marked our return in style. The 4-0 scoreline was our biggest opening match victory in the competition for 14 years.
It was very emotional, just listening to the music and the atmosphere that we had in the stadium. It was great. So good memory for the first game to win 4-0 the way we played. Very happy.
Before we got back into Premier League action, and fresh from his first Champions League goal, we announced a new contract for our captain Martin Ødegaard. We were delighted as the Norwegian international put pen to paper on a long-term future as a gunner. Next up in a busy September was the first North London derby of the season. The history books were very much in our favour going into this one, having lost just one in our last 30 home London derbies. Eddie Nketiah and Fabio Vieira came into the side for the injured Leandro Trossard and Kai Havertz. Tottenham came into the game off the back of salvaging a late 2-1 win against Sheffield United the previous weekend.
Martin Ødegaard, nice switch to Saka. White with the overlap, Saka comes inside, it's opening up for him, Saka shoot, deflects in, Arsenal have the lead! It's an own goal by Romero, Arsenal lead by a goal to 0. Kulusevski into the Arsenal penalty area, trying to cut inside, did well, chance for Tottenham here. Johnson, what a save by Raya! Terrific hands. Could easily have been 1-1. The space, deeper cross, Raya got a hand, Johnson, Raya makes the save. Second time Johnson has forced a save out of the Arsenal goalkeeper. Now Maddison, he's turned away from Saka, still in. And they've scored this time, and it's Son. So Tottenham have equalised. Arsenal 1, Tottenham 1, and it's Son with the goal. Ball's gone all the way through. Is that a handball? Well, we know that VAR will be having a look. Was that a handball?
It's a big decision for the referee.
Here we go. Penalty. Bukayo Saka to put Arsenal back in front. And he scores! Vicario goes the wrong way. Saka puts the Gunners back in front.
Oh, it's a great pair. He just waits for Vicario to go to his right. I think he's hit it almost central, just slightly to the left. He's in the crowd now celebrating, but the job's not done, Tim.
Oh, dear me. Here's Maddison. Tottenham got 2-on-1. Maddison on to Son. And Son has grabbed it with both hands. It's 2-2.
Amidst a crackling atmosphere, the derby ended with a point shared. Next up, our Carabao Cup campaign began in midweek as we faced Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium. We went into the game looking to get back to winning ways, while Brentford were hoping to show a response to their 3-1 defeat to Everton 4 days prior. Mikel Arteta handed a first-team debut to academy forward Charles Sego Jr. in a much-changed side. The game also saw Emile Smith-Rowe make his 100th appearance for the club.
It's given away, and Nketiah's in here. Oh, it's going to fall, it must be, and it is. Reiss Nelson just strokes it in. Arsenal punishing the mistake, and they take an early lead.
Good finish from Nelson, but the pass from Eddie Nketiah was not the best. And then I think it's Zanka that made a mistake, couldn't get it away. And Reiss Nelson, he just picked his spot in the bottom corner.
Jorginho Smith-Rowe, nice football, he's in here, Emile Smith-Rowe! Good save. Keeper just using his foot there, Flecken. Would have been a fine Arsenal team goal.
In a game of missed chances for both sides, an early goal from Reiss Nelson was enough to see us advance to the 4th round. The next weekend, we were back in Premier League action, travelling down south to take on Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. We returned to a more familiar starting lineup with Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka and William Saliba all back in the side. We were hoping to build on our record of winning 11 of our previous 14 encounters with Bournemouth.
Looking for that deep delivery in towards Jesus, off the post, and Saka's there. Goals in back-to-back games for Bukayo Saka. Just 17 minutes into this match, and Arsenal take the lead. There goes Nketiah. Zinchenko has burst forward in support as well. Don't often see him this advanced. Looking for Nketiah as well. Oh, and he's given a penalty. Ødegaard stepping up to the spot and finding the bottom corner as well. Never in doubt. The coolest man inside the Vitality. Havertz. Now Jesus up against Aarons. Havertz is an option in the middle, as is Nketiah. And White, who can hook one back in. Put away by Zabarnyi. Only as far as Ødegaard, who's brought to ground, and that will be a second Arsenal penalty. Kai Havertz has an opportunity for his first goal as a gunner. Havertz gets his goal and puts Arsenal 3 goals to the good. And just look at how much that means, not only to him, but to his teammates as well.
You can see that they all fell for him, that lately he's been a bit criticised and he's had a bit of a tough start at Arsenal, but hopefully that goal will give him a confidence.
The Arsenal fans are currently serenading their German. Ødegaard, scorer of Arsenal's second, looking to provide the Gunners' fourth. In it comes, it's a good ball, and it's been headed home by Ben White, who just loves scoring against Bournemouth.
A dominant win extended our unbeaten start to 10 matches in all competitions, and we were still to concede a goal on our travels. Kai Havertz converted a penalty to get off the mark in red and white, as we've now netted 33 goals in 13 Premier League games against the Cherries. That was it for September, and at the end of the month we were sitting third in the table, behind Man City and level on points with Spurs. Our UEFA Champions League group stage continued next with a trip to Lens. The fixture was a repeat of our first ever game in the competition, away to Lens 25 years earlier. Takahiro Tomiyasu replaced Ben White at the back, while Leandro Trossard took his place in attack. Thomas Partey was back on the bench following injury.
That's loose, and here's Gabriel Jesus. Finds a bottom corner. Well, it's that man again in the Champions League. Gabriel Jesus. It was a poor mistake from Lens, and Arsenal set about it in clinical style. An excellent finish. They've got some defending to do here, because Ricardo has found Wahi. And it's worked wide, and it's an excellent finish. Adrien Thomasson it is. And look what it means to those Lens fans. Arsenal losing possession in their own half, as Lens did for Arsenal's opener. And this time it's the Gunners that are punished. An excellent finish. It's Ødegaard's ball. And at the back post was Tomiyasu, and it's an excellent stop from Samba. Here comes Frankowski now down the right flank. And this time he's found Wahi, who's found the bottom corner. And Lens have completely turned this game around.
Despite taking a first-half lead in front of our away support, Lens came back to inflict our first defeat of the season. It was time for what has become one of the Premier League's biggest fixtures, Arsenal versus Manchester City, as we aim to maintain our longest unbeaten start to a Premier League season since 2007-2008. Jorginho came in to make his first Premier League start of the season against the reigning treble holders. Bukayo Saka's run of 87 consecutive league appearances came to an end as our winger missed out with injury.
Oh, dearie me. Very, very close to the opening goal.
is give Alvarez a big sniff at that, and that was a close call.
Bernardo Silva with the block, but Declan Rice wins it back for Arsenal. Wonderful ball through to Martinelli. Martinelli making an immediate impact since coming on, raising the roof here at the Emirates. So if this result stays as we are, Spurs would stay top by a point from City and by 2 from Arsenal, moving into the international break. Could that all change here though? Tomiyasu, as far as Havertz. Martinelli! Oh yes! Gabriel Martinelli is back with a bang! Tiny deflection, but who cares? Emirates erupts, Martinelli off the bench. We have missed him. Critical strike. Arsenal lead Manchester City. Arsenal 1, City 0.
What a time to get the goal. 86 minutes. There's still at least 10 minutes of this one to play. Martinelli comes on at half time. He made an impact as soon as he come on. He's been a bit quiet since, but that shot, although it's deflected, it was good play from Arsenal. Threw ball in, laid down, sat up nice for him. He struck it well. The fans are going crazy.
Look what it means to Mikel Arteta. 8th attempt to try and beat his old club City. 7 defeats so far. Pep Guardiola, 20 wins as a manager against Arsenal. Is that about to come to an end as well, I wonder?
In a game with little goalmouth action, it was left to substitute Gabriel Martinelli to score the only goal of the game and move us above Pep Guardiola's men in the table. The win ended a run of 12 defeats against City.
Well, it feels like a big one because it's been a while. You know, it's been so many years without beating them, and we have beat the best team in the world today by far, in my opinion, and we've done it with a huge performance. Going through some difficult moments in the game, but at the end, living again an incredible experience with our people here.
Following the international break, it was a return to Premier League action and to Stamford Bridge next, where we could win our 4th consecutive league game against Chelsea for the first time in our history. Bukayo Saka had recovered from a hamstring injury to make Mikel Arteta's starting lineup, alongside Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus in attack, the latter making his 100th Premier League appearance for us. With Mauricio Pochettino now at the helm for the Blues, they were struggling in the wrong half of the table.
Chelsea on the front foot again, Sterling. Early ball in, there's a handball appeal in there. Chelsea fans are screaming for a penalty.
He's given that as handball. I cannot see what possibly Saliba could have done about that.
Cole Palmer against David Raya. It's a very good penalty, sends the keeper the wrong way, and Chelsea's early pressure is rewarded. They lead by a goal to 0. White plays it back, but Chelsea win it. Conor Gallagher, who did that pretty well in the first half, and he's getting Chelsea on the counter here. Leaves it now for Mudryk. Oh, it's found a way in! Chelsea have doubled their lead, and it's Mudryk with the goal.
If that is a shot on goal, that's an unbelievable finish. I think he's looking for Sterling, but Arsenal find themselves 2 down. That's a difficult scoreline to come back from.
Mistake there, early shots. Oh, what a finish! What a finish by Declan Rice. A mistake by Sanchez, pounced on from a very long distance. But that was excellent from Declan Rice.
That's quick reactions and quick thinking from Declan Rice, and a clinical finish. That's in the bottom corner as well. That gets Arsenal back in it, Tim.
Here come Arsenal though, Havertz. Saka sends one in, dangerous ball, and it's in! Trossard! Timed his run perfectly, and Arsenal are back on level terms.
Trossard comes out of nowhere, and he keeps his eye on the ball, puts it in the back of the net. Absolutely stunning cross and finish.
A spirited comeback saw us recover from 2 goals behind to maintain our unbeaten start. Leandro Trossard's equaliser was our 5th scored by a substitute in the Premier League this season. Our Champions League journey continued with a trip to Seville to tackle the reigning Europa League holders. We'll need to win our first away game in the competition since 2016 to have hopes of topping our group once again. New Sevilla head coach Diego Alonso was taking charge of the side for only the second time.
Acuna, it's a deep cross. Bacchio plays it in, good defending Gabriel. Really good skill by Campos, so was that by Jesus. What a beautiful bit of play by Jesus. And Martinelli's in for the second time in the game. It's Martinelli, he's through on goal, he rounds the keeper. Oh, it's a lovely goal, a sucker punch. And Arsenal scored right on half-time through Martinelli.
What a fantastic counter-attack. Brilliant play from Gabriel Jesus. Nyland commits himself. Brilliant composure from Martinelli.
Here's Rice. Feeds Jesus. Oh, it's a wonderful finish. Quality goal from Gabriel Jesus. He's looked in the mood all evening, and Arsenal have doubled their lead.
A second bit of high quality there from Gabriel Jesus, and just as he comes in, he gets it onto his right foot and just smashes it across Nyland.
Corner, played in. Oh, it's a fine header. Sevilla are back in the game.
Some Brazilian magic sent us back to the top of our Champions League group at the halfway stage, with Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus both on the score sheet. With 14 goals and 4 assists, Jesus has been involved in 18 goals in his last 17 starts in Europe. Just 4 days later, we rounded off our October schedule against Sheffield United, who remained winless in the league. Captain Martin Ødegaard was missing, one of 5 changes to the side who played midweek. Jakub Kiwior, Alex Zinchenko, Emil Smith-Rowe, Kai Havertz and Eddie Nketiah all were named to start. We were unbeaten in 18 home meetings with the Blades. A win would see us stretch our unbeaten start in the league into double figures.
Patience needed at the moment for Arsenal. Rice clips one in. Nice touch, there's the chance, and there's the goal! Eddie Nketiah took it really well, confident finish.
Oh, it's a lovely first touch. Just slides it past the defender. Comfortable finish.
Saka's corner. Foderingham can't hold it, and Nketiah rifles it in! A second goal for Eddie Nketiah, and Arsenal lead 2-0. Martinelli onto Smith-Rowe, good first touch. Here's Nketiah, on for a hat-trick, great effort!
Oh,
what a goal by Eddie Nketiah! That was a sizzler!
What a way to finish it for the hat-trick. It was a lovely touch from Smith-Rowe. He just strokes in, he goes for the return as well, and he rifles that into the top corner. That's 3 completely different goals. What a strike. Absolute fantastic goal for Arsenal.
Well, that was worth the entrance money alone, and you won't see a better finish all weekend. Oh, Fabio Vieira goes down. Just outside the box, I think.
It's right on the edge of the box. I think it is just in.
Yeah, penalty given. So Fabio Vieira, winner of the penalty. Fabio Vieira scores. Foderingham goes the wrong way, and Arsenal make it 4-0. It's a comprehensive victory. Well, then he tried to flick that on. It is 5! And it's Tomiyasu.
Oh, he'll be absolutely delighted. Just first to react. Tommy goes over to the crowd. He's delighted with that.
On a day to remember for Eddie Nketiah, his hat-trick helped seal all 3 points for us in a dominant win. It's also the first time since 2007-2008 that we've remained unbeaten after our opening 10 games in the Premier League. An impressive milestone for Mikel Arteta's men.
Yeah, it's also a man who works so hard day in, day out, and not everyone sees it, but I see it. If you ask the boys, they see it. So I think he deserves this moment and he needs to enjoy it tonight for sure.
You had the armband today, huge honour for you.
I don't really know how to describe it. Obviously, you know me and where I've come from in the academy, so to be at the front, lead the boys out today is just unbelievable.
As the month drew to a close, we sat second in the league table. The 24 points acquired after 10 games is our 5th joint highest points ever recorded at this stage of the season. November started with a Carabao Cup tie, and our reward for beating Brentford was another away London derby, where we faced West Ham United. Mikel made 6 changes to the side that beat Sheffield United at the weekend, including Jorginho, who took the captain's armband, as Martin Ødegaard remained on the bench, still recovering from his hip issue. Aaron Ramsdale also returned in goal, with Gabriel returning to the starting 11 at the back.
Oh, it's an own goal! Ben White has put it into his own net, and West Ham have taken an early lead. West Ham are coming forward, it's a good ball. That's a wonderful goal by West Ham United. Kudus has got it, and didn't he take it well? 2-0. Dangerous ball in, White does well, but it's not gone very far. Strike deflects and in!
It was a forgettable night for the much-changed side, with the late Martin Ødegaard strike a mere consolation as our League Cup journey came to an end. But we hope for better as we return to league action 4 days later. It was a trip to the northeast to face a Newcastle side in buoyant mood after a convincing midweek win against Manchester United. Another 6 changes to the 11 that faced West Ham in the Cup. The most noticeable, however, saw Martin Ødegaard missing out of the matchday squad for the first time since September 2022.
Newcastle making it really difficult for the Gunners to find any space at all in that final third. Here's Martinelli, gets the cross in, away from Trippier. Rice! But he knows it's a decent opportunity. Joe Linton's up from midfield and he's able to find Murphy. It's almost an instant impact. Willock does well to retrieve it, keep it in. Arsenal have got some defending to do here. Willock's cross is a good one, and it's knocked home by Anthony Gordon.
A scrappy game, decided by an even scrappier goal, saw our unbeaten run at the start of the season come to an end, leaving just our North London rival Tottenham as the only unbeaten side so far this season. A welcome return to our home and changing competition as Champions League returned once again to the Emirates. After a star showing from Gabriel Jesus gave us all the points in the away fixture, we knew another win here would put us in a very commanding position in the group.
That's a wonderful pass. Saka! Oh yes! What a finish from Trossard! Wonderful goal from Arsenal.
That's superb football, superb, quick passing, good movement.
It was typical Arsenal, the quick play, the pass, the move, beautiful. Martinelli gets away from this marker. Now Saka, he's away, Bukayo Saka, tries to use his pace, cuts inside, Bukayo Saka, lovely goal. 2-0 to Arsenal and a quality finish.
Yeah, that's what Saka does. But he's done well, just chops back inside on his left. And sticks it in the bottom corner.
An impressive performance from the Gunners left us in a great position to continue our Champions League journey. Those supporters would have to wait until the end of the year to see the conclusion of the group stage. A few days later, we were back in action at home where we faced Burnley, knowing that our next goal would be our 1000th at the Emirates Stadium. Mikel Arteta made just 1 change to the side that beat Sevilla, with Ben White missing out and being replaced by Alex Zinchenko. 3 youth players were also named on the bench: Charles Sego Jr., Bradley Ibrahim, both 19, and 18-year-old defender Raul Walters.
Zinchenko plays it in, Saka climbs, and it's in! Almost the Trossard injury is almost taken away from the goal a little bit, Tim. Yeah, we just are hoping, and the Arsenal players are telling the fans, let's cheer, it's a goal. But I think everybody was just pausing. He's gone round his man, danger here, Rodriguez couldn't get the shot away. It's deflected and it's in. Brownhill will take the credit and Burnley have equalised.
I think Arsenal just kind of fell asleep a little bit in the box.
Here comes the corner, it's gone in! And Saliba celebrates towards the fans. Burnley were level, but not for very long. Arsenal back in front.
Well, it was a confident jump by him. He was just standing in front of the keeper, I think, and he rose like a salmon, just nodded it in, unmarked.
Oh, it's hit the bar! And then, oh, what a finish by Zinchenko! Tremendously taken from Alexander Zinchenko. 3-1.
The volley is delightful.
That's a foul. Fabio Vieira, I think, has been given a straight red card there.
We were back to winning ways in advance of a tricky London derby. Another trip to the G-Tech Community Stadium was our next assignment, and after success there in the League Cup, we were now looking to notch a win against Brentford in the league, knowing that 3 points would take us to top spot. With David Raya ineligible to face his parent club, Aaron Ramsdale came back into the starting lineup. It was Ramsdale's first appearance for us since we lost 3-1 to West Ham away in the Carabao Cup at the start of November, whilst captain Martin Ødegaard was fit enough to start after not featuring in the Premier League since our draw away at Chelsea.
He's going to be looked at here as Wissa is able to capitalise, and it's Mbeumo off the line. Wissa wide. Well, Declan Rice with a huge intervention there, and Aaron Ramsdale, his blushes are spared. Ødegaard. Trossard back for Bukayo Saka, and there's Jesus and Trossard, and Arsenal do break the deadlock.
Another VAR check. He's offside.
Well, it will be ruled out. So back to as we were. Mbeumo. There's a real opportunity here for Brentford. They can keep this attack alive, and Mbeumo clips one in, and there's Mopai.
He's done brilliant getting back on the line.
90 minutes fast approaching in West London. And now Saka in towards the far post, it's Havertz! The German makes the difference. And yet again, the Gunners strike late this season. And it's another magical substitution by Mikel Arteta. Surely that wraps up all 3 points and moves Arsenal up to the top of the Premier League table.
After a nervy evening in West London, Mikel Arteta's 200th game in charge saw us back on top of the Premier League. If we had to wait a while for the goal to come against Brentford, it was a totally different experience back at Emirates Stadium for a record-breaking night against Lens. Raya returned in between the sticks and Kai Havertz replaced Leandro Trossard, with youngsters Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly being named on the bench, the latter for the first time.
It's a nice ball to find Tomiyasu. Good drop for Jesus, it does, and there's Havertz! He's only gone and done it again. The match winner on Saturday has the opener for Arsenal the following Wednesday. Just that 1 point in the end. Here's Saka for Arsenal. Tries to get it back from Jesus, crowded out. It falls over for Jesus. He feints, he shoots, and he finds the bottom corner.
Look at that for composure. Chops it in with his left, takes it onto his right foot and just slides it past Bryce Samba.
And Arsenal are coming forward again with Havertz. He's got Martinelli in front of him. Here is the Brazilian, it's Martinelli. Beaten away, but only as far as Bukayo Saka. And once more, Bukayo Saka brings the Arsenal fans to their feet. Midway through the first half, it's Arsenal 3, Lens 0. Tomiyasu, that's a lovely ball.
Crossfield to find Martinelli, charging at the defence again, cuts inside, shoots, and finds the corner! Wow, well, the Arsenal fans getting a right treat, and that one came from a sort of, it was the only pass Tomiyasu could make. It was almost like a 50-50 challenge, and he decided, look, I've got a one-touch pass to make here as it comes to me. I'm just going to smash it right out to that left-hand channel, and it goes right to Martinelli's feet, takes it on the run, he twists, he turns, he's got the defender on toast, but the finish is just, it's delightful. And just slots it into that side netting. Bryce Samba must be wondering what the heck is going on. Why is he getting battered 4-0 already? And it's only 28 minutes gone. You've got a chance about a fifth here because Tomiyasu is herring forward. Finds Odegaard! And it's a sumptuous finish from the skipper. That cross is lovely, but that finish is all about the Techers. You're looking for Martinelli finding him. He's down as well. He's caught an elbow in the face. And it then hits him on the arm as well. And then it hits him on the arm after. And Arsenal have a penalty kick. Jorginho it is then, without an Arsenal goal. Can he get his first one here? And rolls it home confidently.
6 different goal scorers and a perfect night all round. Ended with our qualification to the knockout stages of the Champions League confirmed, making it our 100th win in the competition. November drew to a close, and the late win at Brentford had sent us first in the Premier League. It was tight at the top as we entered the busy festive period. December saw a bumper list of 8 fixtures which kicked off against Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. Leandro Trossard was back in the starting lineup in place of Kai Havertz, lining up alongside Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard in midfield.
Saka. Nice play. Nice skill by Jesus. Saka, this is good football. Saka's in here and scores! Bukayo Saka, the perfect start for the Gunners. They lead 1-0. Fantastic play from Arsenal on their right-hand side. We said about Bukayo Saka, he likes coming on the inside. He's very, very good into play. And when Bukayo Saka gets himself in that 1v1 situation with the goalkeeper, gives Jose Sarr absolutely no chance of the Wolverhampton Wanderers goal. You can hear the drum behind the goal. Fans already enjoying themselves. Might be a cold day, but so this performance can warm the heart. Saka, nice skill on his right foot. Just a little bit too much pace on the delivery. Back in though, nice football. Zinchenko, Jesus combining. Odegaard! Wonderful goal! Wonderful goal from Arsenal. It's 2-0. What a fantastic team goal. Zinchenko recycles it, plays a little 1-2, cuts it back, and Martin Odegaard isn't going to miss from there. He's got ice in his veins. His left foot, he just sweeps it past Jose Sarr. Odegaard, good ball, and lovely touch there by Trossard. Very nearly a third goal. Sarr makes a good block. Wonderful technique from Trossard. And he's seen the run, that's good play, onto Martinelli. And he tries to place it in, hits the post! Hits the post, what a wonderful flowing move again from Arsenal. And go around a couple of challenges. Who's that? Semedo's won it back, danger here. That's a fantastic finish from Cunha. Absolutely rifled it in, and Wolves have pulled a goal back. Good ball by Saliba, now Odegaard. Can Arsenal put this game to bed? Great ball, Nketiah hits the post! Somehow it stays out. He's composed himself, he thinks he's just rolled it past Daniel Bentley, off the inside of the post, comes out. And there is the final whistle, and there's relief all round at the Emirates.
Despite the injury time pressure from Wolves, we stood firm to earn 3 more Premier League points and hit another milestone. Bukayo Saka's opener was our 100th goal of 2023. becoming just the 5th European League side to reach this total across all competitions this calendar year.
2 lovely goals in the first half. That's 101 goals we've scored in the calendar year, but that's come from 21 different players. That must give you a lot of pride, does it?
And the contribution has to come from all over the pitch, and when you see the way they're interacting and exchanging positions and opening gaps, and the relationships are getting better and better, and today I think it was very, very fluent.
3 days later, we were heading north of London to face Luton Town for the first time since 1991. It was a landmark day for Bukayo Saka, who was making his 200th appearance for the club.
Oh, that's a bit of a tester for Kaminski. I didn't want to take the risk of a touch. So Arsenal find themselves in a pretty promising position, and it's Bukayo Saka inside the area. He's got Martinelli! And Arsenal do break the deadlock. And the goal comes from a rare Luton error. They started the game so positively, the home side. But Martinelli and Saka, both clinical. Now would be a good time for a response. Here comes Doughty. It's a good header. It's a great header. Gabriel Osho. He was playing National League football only as recently as 3 years ago. Tonight, he's levelling the score against Arsenal in the Premier League. Ben White's in behind. It's a good ball into the box for Jesus! A free header put on a plate by Ben White.
It's a beautiful little dink into such a dangerous area. I mean, that's a gift for Jesus.
First set piece of the second half, and the first corner to be delivered in swinging. Raya called it, didn't get there. And Adebayo it was who got the final touch. But he's been a real handful.
Adebayo just jumps higher, doesn't he? And Raya is nowhere, he can't reach the heights.
Ross Barkley. He's found Townsend. And Townsend's found Barkley. Running straight towards the Arsenal goal, and it's squirmed underneath Raya. And Ross Barkley gives Luton Town the first lead of the night. They've got some work to do now, Mikel Arteta's side. Here's Havertz coming through!
Oh, yes!
And Havertz gets them level. 3 goals now in the Germans' last 4 games for the Gunners. And he's developing a real knack of striking at crucial moments too. 6 minutes for Arsenal to find a winner. It's their time. And one last roll of the dice. Deep we are into added time. Here's Ødegaard. And one off for the Ukrainian again. Back at the feet of the Arsenal captain, who can loop one into the box. It's a good header! It's a great header! Declan Rice pops up when they need him most. Well, would you believe it? Another late Arsenal goal. Incredible drama. Arsenal have surely stolen all 3 points here.
Arsenal have pushed it right to the end. It's never over until that final whistle. What a result for Arsenal.
Despite the league newcomers putting up a great fight, it was an away day to remember. Declan Rice's winner, timed at 96.23, was our latest winning goal on record in a Premier League away game, earning our first Kenilworth Road victory since 1984.
Beautiful night of football. I think it gives them a special chemistry between them. To live moments like that in football, that's the beauty of it. It's not about you, it's about doing it with a team, and the energy that you feel in that dressing room is just something unique.
The second of 3 consecutive away matches was at Villa Park against Unai Emery's Aston Villa. Mikel would be in the stands for this one after picking up a 3rd booking of the season against the Hatters, while Martin Ødegaard made his 100th Premier League appearance.
Here is Leon Bailey looking to cut in onto that left foot, then goes outside, finds McGinn, who gets the shot off and puts Aston Villa in front. A devastating attack down the right-hand side, ended with a John McGinn finish. Declan Rice charging forward. Here's Odegaard from the corner of the box, whipped in by Odegaard. Kai Havertz closing in on goal. Yeah, Kai Havertz has turned it in. But will the goal stand? No, it won't. Jared Gillett has blown his whistle. No goal. Aston Villa have got away with that.
The Villa captain's early strike proved to be the game's key moment as we suffered just our second league defeat of the campaign and slipped off the top of the Premier League. Next up, we headed to Eindhoven to round off the Champions League group stage against PSV. Having already secured top spot in the group, the manager made 8 changes from the side that played at Villa, with only William Saliba, Gabriel and Kai Havertz retaining their place.
Cedric, good ball inside. Nelson onto Nketiah, makes space. Wonderful finish by Eddie Nketiah. That's a terrific goal.
Fantastic finish. Gone through the defender's legs, and any time it goes through the defender's legs makes it so difficult for the goalkeeper. He's unsighted. But yeah, it's a fantastic finish from Eddie. It's so sharp from him.
Good ball through there to Pepe. He's got options on either side. Here's Vertessen. Chance for PSV. Hit the post and in. This time it's gone in from Vertessen. And that's the response PSV wanted.
A hard-fought draw, and we headed into the knockout stages as group winners. European football was to be put to bed until we faced Porto in the last 16 in February. Back to the league action, and a long-anticipated return to the Emirates saw us take on Brighton and Hove Albion on a cold Sunday afternoon in London. The boss reverted to the same side that faced Aston Villa 8 days previously.
Arsenal's number 7 again, getting more and more involved, as is this man here. And it's Odegaard onto his left! Inches wide off that far corner. The Gunners are getting closer. Saka to deliver his first corner of this game. And it comes from the number 7! And it's Jesus heading home! Right place, right time, Gabriel Jesus. Brighton have stood firm for so long, but finally they're able to break the deadlock.
It's a good ball in, lots of whip, lots of pace. And probably one of the easiest finishes they'll ever have, but you've got to be in the right place at the right time. But thoroughly deserved from Arsenal's point of view.
Trossard is falls deep into his own half. It's a clever no-touch turn by Odegaard. And he's released Nketiah, and he's spotted the run of Havertz. Could this be the moment? It is! Kai Havertz with the first goal at Emirates Stadium for Arsenal. And didn't he take it well? Arsenal surely wrapping up all 3 points and surging right back to the top of the Premier League table. It's Arsenal 2, Brighton 0.
Yeah, that was a fantastic team goal. Good play, good movement, and that's a good finish from a tight angle there.
Despite the Seagulls proving to be tricky opponents on their visits to North London down the years, this was a game that we dominated throughout to go back to the top of the Premier League.
Yeah, obviously confidence always goes high when you score and you contribute. That's the same with me, so I'm happy, and now it's about being consistent, do it regularly, week by week, and try to keep that form going.
We headed north to take on Liverpool next in our final fixture before Christmas. The manager named an unchanged side for the Saturday afternoon top-of-the-table clash at Anfield.
Gunners captain signalling to his teammates. Into the penalty area it goes. Gabriel's header, and it's into the back of the net. Arsenal take an early lead through Gabriel. It's his first goal of the season, and what a time to get it. What a place to get it. Gabriel scores at Anfield.
The ball was perfect. Unbelievable start. 4 minutes in. That'll give the lads a really good boost.
I think Arsenal know that they're either going to go long or try and force the ball through the middle. That's a great pass.
Brilliant pass to Mohamed Salah. Into the box he goes, cuts inside Zinchenko. Salah finds the back of the net. Liverpool back on level terms. And it's Mohamed Salah who's enjoying another stellar season. 16 goals now, that, in all competitions. Saka's in here. Alisson comes out. Martinelli will pick it up. Gabriel Martinelli gets the shot off and it's just wide. In it comes. Poor delivery dealt with by Gomez. Odegaard and Zinchenko getting each other's way, and the break's on for Liverpool now. Declan Rice pretty much defending alone. William Saliba bursting a gut to get back. Trent Alexander-Arnold hits the crossbar. Arsenal have got away with that.
Even with both sides remaining firmly intent on going for the winner, neither team could find the breakthrough. The draw was enough to keep us top of the tree for Christmas.
Yeah, an unbelievable game of football. One of the most intense, hectic games that I have witnessed in 20 years in this league, and I'm extremely proud of the team because they really were at the best today, and we have the level. We have raised the level to the level that we needed to compete with them and have the chance to win it. And what the boys done in this ground today, it's phenomenal. We could have won it, you know, and the feeling the last 20 minutes was that that we were dominant enough to put a chance away and win the game. But overall, I think is a fair result.
We return to action after Christmas as London rivals West Ham visited Emirates. Kai Havertz served a one-game suspension after picking up his 5th booking of the season in the Liverpool match, so was replaced by Leandro Trossard in the starting 11.
That's nice as well because he's found Saka.
Great little Cruyff flick, releasing Bukayo Saka. Great link-up play, and Odegaard looks sharp. Emerson again. It's a good ball as well, and it's missed by Bowen. Initially it's pulled back though, and there's Souček. And West Ham United have the lead. Emerson just gets his crossing. Bowen misses it at first. It looks at first that the ball gone out of play, and Bowen actually hooks it back in. Here's Odegaard, he's got options with him. One of them is Saka. It's Bukayo Saka, hits the post! And the rebound just couldn't quite be diverted home. So frustrating there for Bukayo Saka. Martinelli with some space now to run at Soufal. Cuts back inside again, finds Zinchenko, then Trossard works it to Rice. It's Declan Rice! Oh, and it's so close to the level up. Really good effort from Declan Rice. It's a nice delivery, and it's headed home by Konstantinos Mavropanos.
Although David Raya saved a stoppage-time penalty, the night still ended in disappointment as we suffered our first home defeat of the season. Another London derby lay in wait on New Year's Eve, away to Fulham. We took on the Cottagers in the final Premier League game before the winter break. Our joint top Premier League scorer so far this season with 5 goals, Eddie Nketiah, was given the nod up front, while Kai Havertz returned from suspension.
And will switch play. It's a searching pass as well for Castagna. Straight at David Raya. There's no time in bowling it out for Kivior, and here's Martinelli. Plenty of green grass to run into ahead of him. Nketiah inside the area, as is Bukayo Saka at the far post. And it's Saka on the rebound. And Arsenal do break the deadlock. Martinelli went alone, and it was tapped home by Bukayo Saka, and what a lightning-fast counter-attack that was. Fulham 0, Arsenal 1. And now Willian can have a little run forward himself. Here's Kearney. First-time delivery from him to good one. And Jimenez is available to finish at that far post. And he can finally banish his blues against Arsenal. Fulham are level. Polina, Jimenez, Bassi, and Adebayo, all up there. Polina did score from a corner in the reverse fixture. And from Willian again towards Polina, and then it's tapped home by Declan Overreed. Well, the Gunners have been on the back foot in the past few minutes, and Fulham have really flicked the switch now, turning this game on its head. In from Martinelli. Oh, it's not being cleared. It's Saka on the volley. He had so much time. He needed a shout from a teammate. He was in acres of space inside the area and couldn't keep the shot down.
The boss was left to reflect on a frustrating loss.
Well, today we had the chance to be top of the league after 20 games. That tells you the consistency and the quality that we have shown in this first half of the season. But the reality is that today we are in pain because we have lost a game and we have played in a way that we don't want to.
However, there were still positives to be taken as we sat third in the league at the end of 2023, just 2 points behind league leaders Liverpool, level on points with Manchester City. It had been a relentless first half of the season as the Gunners' campaigns on the domestic and European stages began to take shape. We were served some thrilling football and some unforgettable moments in red and white. That's all for episode 1. Join us for episode 2, when we went head-to-head with European giants in the Champions League knockout stages and took centre stage in one of the closest Premier League title races in years.